in the form of a sleepy food truck parked under a blazing streetlight right outside my library, and a chef who was waiting for me, smiling like he didn't know why. I didn't expect Mateo, not on a night when I was running purely on caffeine stress and overdue textbooks, the city buzzing too loud around me. But when he leaned out of that truck window, hair, messy apron, stained like he'd survived battle, and said, "Hey, library girl, you look like you need soup." My whole exhausted heart almost melted. He didn't know me, not really, but it felt like he saw straight through the fog of my week. The soup was incredible, warm, rich, comforting. But what hit me harder was the way he watched me take the first bite. Like my opinion mattered more than the whole city around us that night, turned into the next and then the next. And soon I found myself stepping outside each evening, already searching for that familiar neon glow, already bracing for the way he made everything feel lighter without even trying. He learned my stress patterns. I learned his cooking moods. He made me late-night tasting plates. I quizzed him for his culinary school interview. We somehow became this accidental team, sharing pieces of our lives like it was the most natural thing in the world. He'd talk with his hands when describing flavors. I'd listen with this growing warmth in my chest. I kept pretending wasn't dangerous. One night, he handed me a dish he'd been perfecting for weeks. Glossy chicken, soft noodles, caramelized garlic, and I swear the taste almost knocked me out. He looked terrified, waiting for my reaction. And when I told him it was stupidly good, he exhaled like he'd been holding the entire universe on his shoulders and finally felt it lighten. But things shifted one cold, windy night when he almost said something important. He stepped close, eyes, soft voice, quiet, like he was letting something slip from a place he usually hid. But then a gust of wind stole. The moment napkins flew across the lot, he chased them, cursing and laughing, and whatever, he almost confessed, disappeared with them. I pretended it didn't matter, but it did. More than I wanted to admit, my chest felt tight all day, like something unfinished was sitting behind my ribs the next night. He wasn't leaning out of the truck. He was sitting on the curb, shoulders slumped, looking smaller than usual when he handed me a container. He told me to open it. Inside wasn't food, but a tiny heart made of flour with a note that said, "Thank you for believing in me." Even when I'm scared to believe in myself, I swear my breath caught. He finally told me quietly, "Iris, when I'm with you, everything feels a little less heavy, a little more possible. I don't know what to call this yet, but I can't pretend I don't feel it anymore." And I felt my whole world tilt because I had been feeling the same thing, but fear kept me quiet that night. We didn't kiss. We didn't label anything. We just sat there, knees touching hearts, kind of tangled in the dark. Then came the day of his culinary school interview. He left early, practically vibrating with nerves and hope. I worked my shift, but my mind never left him when I walked outside. Afterward, the truck was gone, and emptiness crept up my spine until headlights suddenly swung into the lot. The truck screeched to a stop, and Mateo burst out running toward me with wild joy written across his whole face. He lifted me straight off the ground, spinning me laughing, saying, "I got in, I got in." His voice cracking like he couldn't believe the words, and when he set me down, he didn't let go. He said, "You're the first person I wanted to tell because you're the person I want to tell everything to now and always." And in that moment, all my fear fell away. I whispered, "I feel the same." And he stepped closer, his forehead touching mine, the city fading around us like we were the only two people awake in Chicago when he kissed me. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't fireworks. It was warm, steady, real, like coming home after a long, cold walk, like something right, finally settling into place. So yeah, maybe love doesn't always arrive like lightning. Sometimes it shows up in a messy food truck, under a tired streetlight with a boy who brings you soup and stays long enough to teach your heart a new way to beat.